Hello, my name is Mark Salzer and I'm the director of the Temple University Collaborative on Community Inclusion. I'm excited to invite you to attend our 2017 Community Inclusion Institute that will be held in Philadelphia on Temple University's campus on July 24th and 25th. One of the critical frameworks underlying the work of our center is the social model of disability. This model points us in the direction of understanding that the experience of disability, that is the lack of community participation, is partially affected by the environment, where we live, how close we are to community resources and transportation, how affordable are these resources, and how much prejudice and discrimination people might face in various settings. Our center has been at the forefront of conducting research on the environments in which people with serious mental illnesses live and measuring people's mobility and participation in the community. My colleague, Eugene Brusilovskiy, will now share some of our research findings in this area.
At our center, we've done a number of studies that have examined where people with psychiatric disabilities live and the environmental characteristics of those places. The first study our center did found that in Philadelphia, individuals with and without serious mental illnesses receiving Medicaid live in very similar parts of the city. In further analyses, we tried to understand why people live there, and one of the reasons is pretty simple. People live in areas where they can afford to live. On this map, we see that people with serious mental illnesses who receive Medicaid appear to live in areas where the median house values are lower. In this map, lighter colors represent lower house values, and higher elevation represents greater concentrations of individuals with psychiatric disabilities. Another thing that our center is exploring is the impact of living in certain neighborhoods or communities. One of our studies has found that because they live in less expensive areas, people with psychiatric disabilities are exposed to more environmental hazards than the general population. For example, the areas where these individuals live have greater levels of delinquent crime, which include car thefts, graffiti incidents, and vandalism. On the map, we can see that there are generally greater concentrations or spikes of individuals with psychiatric disabilities in darker areas, which are those areas which have greater crime. We can see a similar pattern on the map of physical and structural inadequacy, a construct that also includes high vacancy rates and lien sales for delinquent property taxes, as well as low household income.
Eugene and I are leading a session at our 2017 Community Inclusion Institute about the role of environment and geographic context in the lives of people with serious mental illnesses. We will also be discussing with all of you the types of strategies and interventions that can be done to address these essential factors that have major effects on people's lives. We hope you can join us.